All right. Okay. Well, thank you guys. Hello and happy new year. Congratulations on taking these first steps to the healthiest year ever. Tonight, we're going to hear some really awesome stories about the Shred 10. Whether you've never heard of the Shred 10, you've done it 1,000 times, you will be inspired tonight by, we have four different speakers, all from different walks of life. You'll just love it. If you don't know me, my name is Denise Jelinek. I'm a wife of 16 years, mom of two boys, 10 and 13 years old, and I have a passion for teaching quick and simple ways really to be your best self. I've been in the fitness industry for over 20 years, and I've walked this path of helping people with their health, with many, many people, and I look forward to doing the same with you, or just excited that you are taking this journey. What I love about this 10-day reset program is that it's not only very simple and effective, but it is based 100% on truth and research. No fads, no gimmicks, no calorie counting or restrictions. It's an honest, straightforward approach to a health jumpstart that will get you on a path to more than you could believe is even possible. Before we get to everyone else's stories, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Shred 10. But before that, I just want to share a little bit about my Juice Plus story. I've been taking Juice Plus for over 13 years, and Juice Plus found me before I even knew I needed it. I was in my late 20s, recently married, working full time as a personal trainer, and I believed that honestly, nutrition was calories in and calories out. And truthfully, I was only interested in Juice Plus for my husband because I believed he was the only one that didn't eat well. I was eating fine. The truth is, the only reason I decided to start Juice Plus for myself was because after I talked to my Juice Plus representative about my husband, I knew too much. I couldn't pretend that I didn't know everything that she had told me, and I knew it was true because of all the research. And I honestly had no good reason to not start Juice Plus. Well, at that time, I had no idea that I would be having two adopted sons whose prenatal care I couldn't control, which you all know prenatal care is so important to the future. I didn't truly appreciate Juice Plus until I became a mom and adopted those two boys. And being the sole provider for a new life really changes perspectives and priorities. So the peace of mind that Juice Plus gives me is the best gift. Now, I know I care about my nutrition and I care about my kids. And on our best days, we might get some apples, bananas, and maybe a salad at dinner. So I am so grateful that I've had these 30 fruits and veggies in my body and in my family's for the past 13 years. So let's get a little bit on to what the heck this Shred 10 is all about. So why do we even need to do something like a Shred 10? There we go. Wouldn't you agree that we're living in a very chemical world? Raise your hand if you think it's kind of chemically. Yep, exactly. We're being bombarded by toxins, which leads to all kinds of health problems. Unless you're living in a bubble, these toxins are everywhere. We breathe them in, we're putting them on our skin, they're on our lawn and our pool, we're even eating them. And how about our food quality? Wouldn't you agree our food quality is even decreasing? We can't even pronounce many of the ingredients that are in our foods. So this all creates a need to detox and rejuvenate the body. And that's what this Shred 10 is all about. So I'm going to talk very briefly about the process. And one very important topic for so many people is healthy weight, because we know that excess fat contributes to over 20 diseases. So remember those toxins that we talked about? Well, our bodies can't handle the onslaught of toxins. So it protects our organs by trapping the toxins in fat cells. The good news is it keeps the toxins from roaming and causing havoc in our bodies. The bad news is that the fat cells expand and can cause weight issues. Now, when you burn the fat in the wrong way without proper nutrition or over exercising, the toxins are re-released into the bloodstream, which stresses the body. So your body very smartly goes into fat production to once again enrobe the toxins, protecting the vital organs, and the fat returns. It's a super vicious cycle. But there is a better way. The safe and healthy way to lose weight is to allow your body to cleanse itself by removing the toxic load and adding clean eating, especially fruits and veggies. So now that you're shedding fat and assisting your liver so it can do its job to cleanse the toxins, weight loss is easier, quicker, and leads to more in more permanent weight loss. So how can we eat enough fruits and veggies to make this possible? The truth is that we can't. We need the help, and one important part of the Shred10 is adding the Juice Plus Trio capsules and Juice Plus Completes to your diet. It's like flooding your body with 45 fruits, veggies, and berries every day. Now, it's not a substitute for the real thing, but it will definitely bridge the gap as you try to eat a lot of plants during the Shred10. It's powdered produce. You add 2 fruit, 2 veggie, and 2 berry capsules, and then you drink 2 Juice Plus complete shakes every day. So the Juice Plus Complete Shake is low glycemic. It stabilizes your blood sugar. It has 13 grams of plant protein as well as random, beautiful ingredients that I would never get anywhere else, like broccoli sprouts, radish sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, pumpkin, pomegranate, and seaweed, spirulina. And the Complete has 8 grams of pure plant fiber per serving. And there's even a predigestive prebiotic that helps keep your digestive system healthy. And, by the way, part of the Shred10 is that you get tons of free support. One of them is that you get an entire cookbook so you can make Shred-approved desserts with this Complete. It's just delicious. So let me tell, we also have an Omega blend that is 100% plant-based. It supports so many parts of the body in terms of health, brain, joints, skin, and eyes. 100% plant-based, vegan. We use so many plant sources, including the algae that the fish eat instead of the fish. So now you know all about that. Let's talk again about what the Shred10 is. And the Shred10 is about shredding the foods, the toxins, and the habits for 10 days that aren't serving you and adopting new, healthier habits. For 10 days, you will add more real food, like fruits, veggies, whole grains, peas, and beans. You'll add 2 Juice Plus Trio capsules and 1 to 2 shakes to support you during the day. We really encourage you to eat clean during these 10 days, and this will give your body a break from digesting heavier foods, and it will also reduce the inflammation and free the body up to cleanse and rejuvenate. Now, you'll also drink plenty of water, sleep 7 to 8 hours each night, and exercise most days. You'll eliminate gluten, dairy, caffeine, alcohol, processed foods, artificial and refined sugars, and we really encourage you to not eat after 6 p.m. or 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. This will give your body a chance to rest, digest, and eliminate the toxins effectively. Now, if you're pregnant, nursing, a child, or an athlete, you can make accommodations with that 6 p.m. rule. Now, once you order your Juice Plus, you'll also get a shred guide, a cookbook, and tons and tons of healthy, tons and tons of support. So this 10 days is just for every single person. So now let's hear from a few people who have enjoyed this. And so for the first person that I'm going to have speak is Guy Debut. Guy, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, I unmute myself, so hopefully you can hear me.
Yes, and let's make sure that everybody can see you. Oh, where are you, Guy? Let's see.
You should be able to see me and hear me, hopefully.
Yes, go for it.
All right, perfect. Well, thanks so much, Denise. Really appreciate it. Fantastic presentation, and love that Shred10. Quickly for me, for any of you guys who've not heard my story, and I hope I'm not the only guy on this chat, but hopefully there's going to be a lot more who's going to be listening to the recording, because guys, you need to wake up and really pay attention to your nutrition. I know guys, sometimes we feel we're fine and just wait until our wives take care of us. But for me, it started many years ago, 27 years ago, as a young captain in the Air Force. And I realized that as a pilot, which was great, and of course, Top Gun 2 is coming out in June, everybody's excited. Yes, it's fun. Well, it is fun to a certain point, because when you fly, even any of you guys, if you, I know a lot of you guys in the Midwest, of course, Janet just got back from the sun, but some of us may get out of the cold and go to the sun. Well, when you get in a plane, you get bombarded with what we call cosmic radiation. There's nothing that you can do about it. It is kind of the same radiation, even much worse than we get here, when you're getting x-rays, or when you're even walking around outside during the summer, and doctors and dermatologists that you got to put some cream. Just to kind of give you an idea, when you do a coast-to-coast round trip, is the same than 4 to 5 x-ray of damage. So I lost 2 of my men to brain tumor. So that's why I understood the power of nutrition. So 25 years ago plus, I started eating Juice Plus, and a few years later, the Complete came out. And that was kind of like the pre-Shred10, the Trio and the Complete, just like Denise showed to you. We didn't have the Shred guide there. We didn't have nothing. We didn't have all those amazing recipes. But that was the beginning. And that really has helped me big time. So I could fly for many more years and not dealing with cancers and everything like that, like most other pilots to deal, and to stay in shape. Because when you're a pilot, you gotta make sure to keep in shape and the weight and so forth. And I'm glad to tell you that today in my 50s, I wear the same waist pants than in my early 20s. But that is because you got the good nutrition, good power. And now with the Shred10, we have amazing, healthy recipes. We, here in my family, we just love eating a lot of those recipes. Some of them are also with the shake. You have different shape. You can do energy bites, as we call. And it's tasty, healthy, good for you, and easy to make. So I wish we even had all those information that we have now to share with you back, 15, 20 years ago when I even started with Juice Plus. But again, it's simplicity. That's the great thing that I love about Shred10. Simplicity. You can do it on the go. You can do it while you travel. Yes, you can cheat a little. The Shred10, as you will find out even more, it's really, we recommend, we're not going to be too tough, but try to stay away from the gluten and the dairy and the alcohol and the coffee and so forth. And you may hear in the next few months, we may have a solution for you guys, for some of you guys that really need that coffee, for the energy. We may have a solution. Talk to the person that invited you tonight. Maybe in the next 2-3 months, there might be some great news for you to help you because sometimes people say, well, I like to do the Shred10, but I have a little problem with the coffee, or I have a little problem with this. But I can tell you, once you get into a habit of stay away from dairy and gluten, you feel so much better. Your skin, your energy, all of that. So like that, you can be crazy like me, be a pilot into my late 40s. You can be athletic. You have the energy to go work out, because that's one of the Shred10, exercise. But sometimes people say, especially to a fitness guru like Denise, I would love to. I don't have the energy. Well, if you stick to your Shred10, you'll have that natural energy. And then I'm telling you, you can live old and healthy. And that's the goal that I have with Shred10. And again, Shred10, we don't say that you have to do it every single month, but try to stick to it as much as possible. Try to keep some of the Shred10, and you will have such an amazing life. So thanks so much, Denise, and looking forward to see many of you guys soon.
All right. Thanks so much, Guy. So appreciate it. So we have our next speaker. Really, thank you so much, Guy. Our next speaker is Jan Saran. She's going to share her Shred10 story. Okay, everybody, wave if you see Jan.
Hi, I'm
Awesome.
Jan, and I've been on Juice Plus for about 20 years. My husband, Dr. Saran, is right next to me. I said hello. Hello. And I had been learning a lot about changing my diet. I mean, I wasn't doing any fast food or anything like that, no soda pops, and doing a lot of the things, or I thought doing a lot of things correct. And then the Shred came along, and I'm thinking, why would I want to do that? But I want to tell you that many of you know I am that 32-year cancer survivor. But I don't know if you also know that I was born with an extra artery in my heart. And the doctors have always warned me that as time goes on, I face major heart reconstruction. And so it was 3 years ago, they came to me and said, Jan, you're getting older. You're starting to have more problems because you have this extra artery that you were born with. We think maybe it's time that we talked about heart surgery to rebuild your heart. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Anyway, they start doing all these tests, and they're like, oh, you don't have one extra artery, you have 3 extra arteries. And I'm like, okay, hold the phone. What if I did everything that I know? Not 80-20% of the time, not for 10 days at a time, but all in. I figured either I'm going to be the healthiest person for this heart surgery, or maybe I can just consider talking these doctors out of it. All right. So I want you to know that up till then, I kind of stayed away from the Shred, because I'm like, how can I do this? I can't exercise like a Denise or a Lynn because I don't have that oxygen. These are like 3 steels taking your oxygen away. So I'm like, I can't do any aerobic exercises. So how am I going to do this? And I said, Jan, it's an excuse. Quit making excuses. Do what you can do and see what happens. So all I could do was walk slowly, 5 minutes at a time on the treadmill. That's where I started, slowest speed. And I stopped doing 80-10. I gave up the cheese and all the things that the shred tells me to do. And I said, what if I just do this nonstop? Let's see what happens. So I did. And I kept on the shred because I was desperate for 5 months straight. And then I went back. Yes, during this time, I want you to know I did lose about 28 pounds, but that is a side effect of doing the shred, if you will. But it wasn't the reason I did it. I was doing it to just have a healthier lifestyle overall. So I went back to my cardiologist. I'm starting to feel better. And slowly, I want you to know this is 5 months now. I went back to them in May. And I said, okay, run your tests on me. Let's see where we're at. And they went ahead and they reran my nuclear heart scan. And they kind of looked at me and like, what have you been doing? I'm like, why? I'm actually going to show you. Here's my lab. And the yellow is the actual report from the hospital. And it says here, normal. I had actually reversed an abnormal nuclear heart scan. And I was, even at my low or slow level, I could do a maximum of 15 minutes. You know, aerobics people are going to think, oh my gosh, second slowest speed. But for me, I was operating, it says here, at an 82% ejection fraction. So my heart was working as hard, if not harder, than when many top athletes are training for major events. And I went to them and said, okay, now that I've reversed this, can you justify, telling me I have to have my heart rebuilt? And they said, no, but we don't think you can keep it up. That was honestly the response. And I just looked at them and said, watch me. And then John took me to Mass General, which is Harvard's top hospital, and I talked with the top heart surgeons there. And they brought all these guys in the room and sat around, and they said, Jan, and they were on the table, and I'm standing up at a gown, and they're looking at all my scans and everything, and they said, see how much better you can get. See how much more you can do. Well, it took me 5 months to get to that 15 minutes, and that meant increasing literally 1 minute at a time. Maybe a week would go by before I could increase a minute or two. I want you to know that about 1.5 to 2 years later, I was able to do 25 minutes, and on a good day, 30 minutes. Third lowest speed, which is where I'm at. But, and I pretty much stay on the shred. Do I cheat a little? Yeah, I do. We just came back from a cruise, and maybe I cheated a little bit, but hey, today's the beginning of the shred and we're back, and we took our shakes with us on the cruise. We were having the staff and everybody make shakes for us twice a day. Mm-hmm. So, we were staying with it, but I just want you to know that I am determined to put that silly surgery off for as long as possible. I mean, as long as I can maintain a perfect 0 score, calcium score, which means absolutely no blockages at all. If I get any, I'm going to have to end up going in. So, for me, obviously, this was a choice that fortunately most people don't have to make. If you had asked me to do this 18, 20 years ago when I'd gotten started on Juice Plus, I would have probably told you to take a hike. But when you're desperate and you have to make changes, mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the shred it was just, for me, a real good guideline to be able to accomplish something that I needed to do. So it's a lifestyle for me. It's not 10 days. It's something that we live here in our house. So I just wanted to share that.
Okay, thank you so much, Jan, and congratulations. That's so exciting. I'm so happy for you. Okay, so we have 2 more. These are so fun. Okay, so next we have Gail McGuire, and I met Gail. Okay, can we all see Gail? Yeah. Gail heard about the Shred10 and decided like that day that she was doing it, and she started it, I don't know what, 7 days later. And anyway, Gail, take it away.
Yeah, the first time Juice Plus found me was right after Thanksgiving, the 3 weeks between Thanksgiving and Christmas. and I tried my best to shred during that time, but it was holiday and I couldn't get, cut myself some slack, and I let myself off the hook. And then after the new year, a new shred started on January 6th, and I said, okay, that's it. I'm doing it for real this time. And January 6th was day one. January 18th. So between January 6th and January 18th, I followed the guidelines, took out gluten, took out dairy. I limited coffee. I could not, I'm still not there. I can't cut it out completely. I'm down to 1 cup. So there's that. But I'm following the guidelines, and the scale said I had lost 10.5 pounds in those 13 days. So that was a big motivator for me to keep going and keep doing this. It works. It works. That's the bottom line. I exercise about half an hour a day. Sometimes it's 20 minutes. I have a 5-year-old daughter that I'm trying to keep up with. I'm 44, so that makes it a little difficult some days. There's some family health problems. My cousins have diabetes. We're all in our 40s. They've got diabetes. They have triple bypass surgery. There's a lot of medical conditions I'm trying to avoid for me and my family as well. So living a healthy, active lifestyle, and that's important as a mom of a 5-year-old, to lead that example, to be a healthy example for her. And she likes picking up the 5-pound weights and exercising with me. She's hysterical. So yeah, Shred 10 works. It works. You can do anything for 10 days, honestly.
Oh, thank you, Gail, so much. And I like how you're already being an example for your daughter. It makes a huge difference. You'll see it. Well, you already do see it. Congratulations. Wow, what amazing results in just these 10 days. I can't wait till you're on it for your 30 days. Okay, and finally, our last speaker is Lisa McClowery. I met Lisa okay, can we all see Lisa?
Hi, everybody.
Hi, I met Lisa over 10 years ago. She's a performer, just an amazing woman. So Lisa, it's fun to hear from somebody whose actual professional success is dependent on her energy and her face and her looks and of course her talent. Okay.
That's a really good way to put it. First of all, thank you for letting me speak here today. Denise, you've always been someone I've been inspired by, so thank you for that. And really, I loved all the stories that I just heard, very motivated by that. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I had to find a way as I'm aging to stay afloat in this business. And when I say this business, I've been a singer for over 35 years of my life, and sometimes I'll be singing 6 nights a week and performing and going to different countries and going to different cities. It's a grueling schedule. So as I've been aging, it's been harder to keep up and be able to dance and run back and forth on a stage in high heel shoes and look good in pictures, and all of that was starting to, I'll say it, I'm 51 years old, and it was just getting tougher and tougher. So I jumped on board again with Juice Plus back in 2017 when my energy level was just so poor. And I started taking Juice Plus again. I did the shred, and I found that the shred was just a fantastic lifestyle and something that I can always jump back into when I'm on the road, on tour. It's easy. It's easy to do, I think, just go back to those bullet points. Lisa, you need to add more sleep. You need to have more water, pick up your exercise, cut back on the alcohol, cut back on the caffeine, and I'd have my fruits and my vegetables. So I'm just very motivated by this, the Shred 10, and being able to join other people who are doing the same thing. And so I just always come back to those rules, and it really has made a big difference. And taking Juice Plus has made a big difference in my skin, big time. It's just much more hydrated, and my energy level has risen because of Juice Plus. So, and I love the protein shakes. I have them every day, and the chocolate's my favorite. So I can't say enough, as I really believe in the product. It's great.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I think can anybody see me?
I can't see you.
Yeah, I can't see myself either. I'm not real sure how to get myself back.
Maybe hit that button on the lower left-hand corner.
Exit the share screen, and hopefully you will, but right now you're sharing a screen, so if you exit from there, you should be able to see yourself.
And Denise, if you want to keep sharing your screen, up the top right-hand corner is the gallery view, and then you'll be able to see yourself as well.
Oh, there's Lisa, everybody. Hey, 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 hey. I thought that would be fun to put in there. That's what she looks like when she's on stage.
Yeah, so I do the singing voice, the walk, the talk, the look. It's all there. And
Yeah.
I'm doing that show now. I've been playing Cher since 2016.
Well, okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap up today. And whoops, I think. And I just appreciate all of our speakers giving of all of themselves to share with you about what this Shred 10 is about. I mean, we can do anything for 10 days. Please contact the person who sent you here and shared this video with you. If anybody came to mind as you were listening to this, it's not a coincidence. I always believe the people who are meant to cross my path are meant to cross my path. So I'm going to stop the recording, and we can all hang out here and discuss more. Here. But thank you all so much.